my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kira, your friendly neighborhood queer, and I'm back again. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's so unnatural for me to say. I don't know how people say that in every video. I just came to this really messed up conclusion about something that was kind of like a rationale behind the way I dress now. Not a rationale, but like a subconscious mindset. For some reason, a lot of people felt like they needed to ask why I stopped dressing more feminine with like, you know, less makeup and looser clothes. And I've even had a few people that have said, oh, you're dressing more masculine because you are queer and you don't like boys, which is absolute bull crap. First of all, your sexuality has nothing to do with the way you dress. Just because I identify as queer, it doesn't have anything to do with how I should dress. To address these questions that people have been asking me, I feel more comfortable now in looser, more quote-unquote masculine or androgynous clothes. Why? It might be because of something deeper than what I thought it was. Let me tell you a story. Lauren and I were going out this summer and I was getting ready and I saw my beautiful white maxi dress in the closet with blue flowers, which I love still. So I put it on. And immediately I felt so uncomfortable and like I felt vulnerable and I just didn't feel confident in that dress. Whereas last year I would have felt like I was slaying in that dress. Come on, girl. And now I'm so uncomfortable wearing anything feminine. I think this has to do partially with just my own preferences and like styles change. That's just a normal thing that happens. But also I realized that I think it's something deeper than that. Here's the really messed up part. Before I moved to Toronto, which is the biggest city in Canada, if you don't know, I lived in the suburbs and I was in high school and I would consider my style as pretty feminine back then. I actually went as far as to label myself a femme bi gal. But I don't use the word femme anymore to describe me because I don't like that it restricts me from, you know, freely wearing what I want to wear now and present myself however I want to. Back then, I would have considered myself pretty feminine. I wore lots of makeup. I enjoyed skirts and tighter fitting clothing. Sorry about the siren. Okay. You know what? We're gonna keep talking because it's fine. Once I moved to Toronto, I started to feel really vulnerable going outside, walking around in the streets by myself. And it's not like I've never been catcalled before, but it was just happening every single day. You know, people would follow me, I would get whistles, I would have men making kissy noises in my direction, I would have men coming up to me and hitting on me in a very degrading way. I would get followed, stared at. I was the victim of a lot of street harassment. It shouldn't freaking matter what you wear. Women should not feel like they're being preyed on when they go outside in public. It's messed up and it shouldn't matter what you're wearing. But for me, I suddenly started to feel like I didn't want to dress in what I normally liked to wear. I started to resort to more baggier clothing, things that would cover up my body, and even now I enjoy the use of a mask because people can't really see what I look like, they can just see my eyes. And I also oftentimes find myself wearing a beanie to cover up most of my hair so that I'm not as easily recognizable as a woman, which is so sad and so heartbreaking that I feel vulnerable going outside being a woman. But these are like societal pressures that I've felt that have led to me changing what I want to wear. And now, don't get me wrong, I love my new style. I feel a lot more confident in it. you know, societal pressures aside, I just found that like my style changed, but I think it also has to do with that underlying meaning. I hate that I have to make this video, but the fact is, it's still freaking happening. Women should not feel like they have to dim their light or not wear what they want to wear, or cover up their body. I just wanted to shed light on this, and I hate that I have this mindset of feeling like I'm going to get attacked if I leave my house wearing anything slightly feminine. What do you guys think? Have you experienced the same thing? I'm really, really curious to know. Please leave all of your thoughts in the comments below. I want to start an open discussion about this because it needs to change, and street harassment is never okay and should never be tolerated. But unfortunately, sometimes as women, we kind of just have to ignore it or try not to bring as much attention to ourselves in order to not get harassed in public. Yes, there are a lot of ways to combat street harassment, but a lot of the time, the safest thing to do is just remove yourself from the situation and ignore, if you can, ignore what's happening. Or call someone you know, tell someone where you are. Anyway, end of story. Let's have an open discussion in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Stay safe.